So for my Sedai lesson plan, I will be teaching a 10th grade geometry lesson. It covered standard 11.0. Students determine how change in dimensions affect area, perimeter, and volume of common geometric figures and solids. To start the lesson, I will start off with a KWL chart, which is what students know about the content that I'm going to teach. So I will ask them what they know about area, perimeter, and volume, and maybe ask them what the relationship between the three are, and how different figures have different areas, volumes, and perimeters. I will have students then get into groups and they can finish filling out what they know, and then also they will decide together what they want to know during the lesson. And then after, we will regroup and kind of share some thoughts. Then as a class, we will discuss how to find perimeter, area, and volume of just a basic rectangle or square. So length, or 2 of the lengths plus 2 widths will give you perimeter. Length times width will give you area, and length times width times height will give you the volume. So I'll give the students a few practice problems so they can practice these 3 formulas, but this should be review for all the students. Then I'll have students get back into their groups and we'll do an exploration activity. I'm going to pass around some simple tissue boxes to the groups. I just have one right now, but I'll give them each 2 different sized tissue boxes, and I'll expect them to compute the perimeter, area, and volume of each tissue box. And then I want them to look at how the measurements are different or the same, look for any patterns. We'll also have the students create a little poster board on their findings. And as a teacher, I'll walk around during the lesson and help students that are stuck, and also ask them questions to guide them to making discoveries about how the area, perimeter, and volume are affected by the 2 different dimensions of each tissue box. Then after, students will share their findings, and then we'll do a activity called Send a Problem. And once students are comfortable and I can tell that they all understand how area, perimeter, and volume change based on difference of dimensions, then they will each create a picture. It could be something simple like a house or a flower, but it will be made up of various shapes, and they will pass it to the group next to them, and the group will then have to find the area, perimeter, and volume of the figure that the group has given them. Then the group is going to give them a ratio, so say a 1 to 4. So they want the dimensions to increase by 4. So this group will then draw a picture of what the new figure would look like and its dimensions, and also compute the area, perimeter, and volume. Once students are done doing that, they will present their posters to the class. And at the end, students will just write me a quick journal so I can see what students will go back and finish their KWL chart about what they learned that day. And I'll make sure to post the content standard and the objectives so that students know what they were supposed to get out of the lesson, and hopefully they did. And then after that, they'll write me a quick journal entry to let me know what they learned during the lesson, and I'll read those and be able to determine if the students understood the lesson that day.